Mm. So this it started when the governor of Nyeri gave me an opportunity after missing the opportunity to be in Brazil for my Guinness World Record attempt in Brazil during COP30. And the governor gave me an opportunity to be at his office headquarters to still do my world record attempt and be the face of Nyeri Youth Summit. And I had a lot of people who volunteered to support me and be there just as my previous world record attempt. And there were Nyeri Muhoro News Hub who ran the activity live for 72 hours non-stop with timestamps. And I had a cheering squad and also a team from the Kenya Red Cross. And so it happened, and for the first few days, the first and the second day, there were not so much crowds until maybe the second day around in the evening, where the world record attempt gained a lot of traction across the country, and people were traveling, and so much support came in even online. And then people started all of a sudden to gift me, because I was also running it on TikTok Live from my own account. And so, of course, there are gifts on TikTok, and so many people were just sending their gifts. And at that point, I didn't know that money was actually getting withdrawn without my consent. Yes, and after that, when you're done with Guinness World Record attempt, you have to send your evidence through your Guinness World Record account, and it involves timekeeper statements and a continuous video, witness statements, yeah, so much. And so out from there, that's where the story began. I didn't know that there were other hidden agendas that I was not part of, and I was not allowed to have contact with anyone who was involved. I didn't have contact with the team that ran my attempt live, so I couldn't get my video directly. And also, anyone, I was not able to reach also very important people that were supposed to also sign my witnesses, and that's why it took me so long to share my evidence, and it really messed me up. And so when I asked them to give me my video, they told me they would give me, and they went and picked my video. And from my previous world record attempt, it was a 48 hours attempt, and I had two videos that were running on TV, K24 and Kameme TV, and I had a raw video, so that is like 96 hours. And I had a volunteer from K24, a journalist who did for free. Everything was run for free. Everyone there gave their time freely in my previous world record attempt, and that's part of the Guinness World Record standards. A Guinness World Record should not benefit anyone. So even the witnesses should not ask for money after the Guinness World Record attempt. That's the standards. So it should be for free. And that's exactly what I was provided for my previous World Record attempt, and that's why there were no social media noises or anything. It was very standard and with so much professionalism. For this one, I had a lot of community around me, especially those who supported me in my previous attempts, from media personalities. So I knew that I would just get my video and take it to one of the people I trusted and I knew and I've worked with to support me, because in my previous attempt it was 96 hours video, and it was done for free, of course, and also in just like 3 days. But this other one took only 72 hours, but it took almost 3 weeks, push and pull, intimidations, and also, so for the first time, they told me that they had given someone the job, someone I didn't know, and I would just pay 2,000 for steamer. But afterwards, when I asked for my video, because it had taken so long, I just suggested that someone else would do maybe faster, because that's what Guinness wants. Like immediately you're done, you should not take so long without sending your evidence. And they refused with the evidence, and they're always pushing me to go to their house. They were forcing me to get to their house so that I can get what I wanted, the statements. And so when they were almost done with the editing or whatever they were doing, they asked me to give them 118,000. Then I said that was not proper, because I just felt it wasn't proper. It was not the agreement when we started, and I didn't even know the person who was editing. So then later, I suggested that was not proper. That was so much money for that work, and they went to 50,000. I said still I wouldn't pay 50,000 because they said 2,000 at the start. So I think it's because I don't know why they turned their backs on me, and so after that I stayed for almost a week doing nothing because I didn't have any of the evidences. I didn't know so many of the witnesses, and I didn't know how to get them. They had hidden all the contacts from me, so I only depended on them for me to get my evidence. And it involved so much intimidations and forced activities. So I went to their house. I didn't want to go to their house, but I had to because I didn't want a lot of social media noises or conflicts. So I was trying my best to keep peace and professionalism, so that we don't interfere with the impact that this record has created and the face of our country and our county, Nyeri County. But so afterwards, they started involving third parties, people I don't really know. And they told me that they had paid influencers on TikTok and Twitter to make me trend. So I should pay people, I don't know, 200,000, 300,000. And at a point I was going to Dubai, and there was so much pressure at the airport. And they told me, if you go to Dubai without sending us 300,000, you will come back and we'll have destroyed your brand completely. I didn't say much. I just went to Dubai and I came back. I don't know what they were planning. So I humbled myself. I came to Nyeri so that I would make sure everything was going well without so much conflict. And that's when they gave me my video and they said I should pay 10,000. But when I got to their house, they forced me to give them 20,000. And that's exactly what I did. And they gave me my video. I sent the evidences. And there was so much money that I don't know where it is, because I can check. If I check my M-Pesa statements, I see a lot of money, like 900,000 that was cashed in, maybe sent or something. And the one that is going out is around 700,000, which I can't account for. I don't know if they used my phone to pay for anything, or I don't know where the money is, honestly. And that is not even the point, because the money was coming from TikTok. And even if they stole that money, I didn't really say anything to them, and I was not about to ask them about the money, but they still send TikTokers to come and bully me and ask for their share from me, the money that I never had a chance to see. And they still they are sending people to bully me, and from different people I don't even know, and threatening to pay influencers to say the wrong things about me and my attempts, which are false, which are completely false. And you see, I'm a world record holder. I've not done this for the first time. So you can see from my previous attempt, everything was cool, because that's how Guinness World Record attempts are supposed to be, and that's how they are when you read their rules correctly. So, but for this one, it was so much drama, and so they stole a lot of money, and also at some point they were given they were given money to buy me cameras so that we can be able to shoot all the work we are doing, the projects, environmental projects. But I haven't seen the cameras and I haven't seen any money. First of all these claims are not genuine, because I feel like those girls are trying to, they were using other people to claim their money from me so that they can share. Because about that guy from 2,000 to 118 to 114 to 50,000, and what we have already been able to give to support him with. First of all, he agreed with the 20K. First, they told me it's 10,000. When I went to their house, they bullied me to give them 20,000, and I agreed because I had no choice. I didn't have anyone to talk to. They had hidden all the contacts so that I just depend on them for this world record and for the evidence. So, and I didn't want to get this to social media, and so the 20,000 when I gave him, he was okay. So things changed when I announced that I don't want to be managed by them, because he's part of the team completely, totally. They work together, and they stay together. So they're neighbors. So it was just a scheme to make me maybe bow and agree to be managed by them, but I couldn't. I just asked them that I wanted to manage myself independently, and I did that with a lot of politeness and professionalism. And at some point, they tricked me to coming to their, they always force me to get to their place. And when I get to their place, they take me to places forcefully. They took me to a place where I would register a CBO. They wanted to do it so fast, to register a CBO so that they can start getting money from people. And they told me that directly. Let's create a CBO so that we can get money from people. We start getting money immediately. And I suggested this was too fast, that while it was very important to package this brand and my work in a formal way, maybe in an institutional way, that was very fast. And they were really forcing me to do that. At that point, I was at their place, so I had no choice. I went to that place forcefully. I didn't want at all, but I just went there. And she was doing everything so fast. She wanted me to sign things so fast, and I said, wait, I have to go somewhere, then I'll come back and sign. But that was a way of just getting away from them, because they are very toxic at the same point. Very toxic and very abusive at the same point. At some point, I was really sick. Very sick from the stress around all this, and I had a lot of headaches like every day. And I was at their place at that time, and they forced me to their car at 11 p.m. so I could go and meet someone who's called Slim at FK, and that guy is the one who's been giving them the energy, like telling them that they have all the connections they can use to bring me down, and that they made me and they can destroy me. And also he called when I was at the airport going to Dubai. Is the same person that he would bring me down if I go to Dubai without paying them. People I didn't have any agreement with, people I don't know really. Honestly, I don't really know them. And so yeah, that guy, I met him and they started to lecture me. That's what they do all the time. They create a situation where I am alone and I have no one to talk to. Like everyone is against me, and then they position someone to start lecturing me and make me feel like, guilt tripping. Yeah, to start making me feel bad, like the person who is going wrong or betraying people, but it was wrong. It was the opposite. They forced me into and they stopped at some point in Nyeri, in town, from their house to that place, and I told them I am not comfortable to do this. I don't want to do this, not at this point. They started saying that that guy has come from Nairobi to Nyeri and he has used fuel. And they didn't even tell me he was coming, so they wanted me to feel guilty about the person coming from Nyeri to see me all the way, and I don't want to see him yet. I was not comfortable about everything that was happening, and I was not comfortable to meet this guy. I wasn't comfortable at all, but they forced me. That girl literally forced me. They started to lecture me, all of them. They have a lot of energy, bad energy, and they start coming to me. And because I know I can't speak up, because I don't really want things on social media. I don't want that kind of energy, but they really forced me to do this, and I didn't have a choice. Still, I had not sent my evidence, and that was their like a weapon against me, because they were like, we're not going to give you this until you come to our place. And that girl told me, all the time I was asking her, can we get the witness statement, please? The time is running up. And also, can we get the timekeeper statement? I didn't know anyone. I didn't have contacts to even people who ran my video live. So, and she said, if you come to my place, then I'll give you the videos and everything you needed. So I had to do this if I didn't want all this to get chaotic and maybe take a lot of time. That's why I humbled myself and I tried my best to be at their level and to meet them at their level and to try to follow what they want at that time, so we can have the evidence safely with the Guinness World Records. And that's exactly what we did. So when I put it right that I don't want to be managed by them because of what they do. And also when brands were coming, she really wanted, like she was just speaking rude to everyone. So no one wanted to get associated with me, and that's the point at which I realized she couldn't be a manager for me. But it was just a professional thought, and I decided to manage myself independently and to continue doing the work that I have been doing, maybe. And that's why they got mad and they started to use stories that are not real on social media, because they had promised me anyway that they would try their best to ruin my brands, and they have all the contacts they needed and connections to influencers, to everything they needed to bring me down. So following what has happened, at the moment, nobody should be transacting any business using my name, doing my work independently and partnering with organizations and companies. So we're going to do a lot of good work with a lot of professionalism. And we're going to have also, we'll be launching Truphena Muthoni Foundation as an institution to bring everyone together and to, yeah. So at the moment, no one is managing me. So when I start getting a management, I will say it.